Kind of crazy to sit here and think through 5 games. You haven't had a lead yet, and yet you have 5 points.
Yeah, I mean, it's good and bad, I guess. The good part is we have 5 points and we haven't played with the lead. The bad part is we're a pretty good team when we have a lead, so we need to find a way to get it. We talked about having better starts. Penalties killed us to today. Ruined the flow of the game. Ruined our first period. You know, we took 2 or 3 there in the first. So when you're trying to establish something early in games, when it's a trend, we need to have better starts. We get behind the 8 ball with the penalties. So again, it's process over outcome. We talk about that all the time. It wasn't a bad effort. We found a way to get a point. It's just, you give a power play like that, 6 opportunities. We get one there at the end, and it forces us to go into survival mode.
It's always a key, and I know John uses the phrase a lot, munch points, as you're trying to get that right process. Is that kind of how this first week and a half has been?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. We feel like we're getting better in certain areas. So it is. You want to get as many points as you can, especially early on in the season. We talk about that. So you just got to continue to get better here. Like I said, 5-on-5, it wasn't a bad game. I thought we had some pretty good chances. We had a lot of shots on net, some scrambles in front. So it was a game that could have went either way, but we'll take the point.
And for you, the goal and the assist puts you second place. I know you'll look back at those on your career, but to sit here second place behind only Marty now.
Yeah, it's it just brings back a lot of memories playing with those two guys. Obviously, anytime you're up in some categories with those two, it's pretty remarkable. 2 pillars of this organization. So I've been proud to be in this jersey for a long time, and hopefully a long time more, and continue to help our team win. But certainly something to be proud of.
In sort of not getting the lead, like the offense hasn't been coming as a whole. I know you end up with 3 tonight. You get the extra tackler goal once again. Little disconcerted or concerned about the lack of offense, or do you feel that the chances are there, they're just not going in?
Yeah, it's when you lose a guy like Cooch, like we've talked about, it's kind of shakes things up a bit in terms of trying to find some chemistry with lines and breaking some guys up that work well and trying to find some balance. So we talked about, same with the power play, it's going to be an adjustment period for that, and probably 5-on-5 as well. But we're not sitting here getting 15, 20 shots. We're generating some chances, so we'd like to see them go in, and like we talked about, play with the lead a little more going forward.
Good. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
Coop, is there a concern at all that still 5 games in here and still yet to get a lead? And it seems like you're just chasing the game every time you guys go out, trying to either tie it or go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's not going to last forever. So these are games that you don't get the lead in. It just so happens for the first 5 of the year, but it's give the guys credit. They've picked up 5 points in those games, so that's probably a good sign.
Brian, you said coming in that these games are measuring sticks. How do you think? I mean, you get a point out tonight, but in terms of 5-on-5, did you like what you saw tonight?
I like a lot of the things I saw tonight. We took way too many penalties. That's unacceptable. We can control that. Do you agree with all the calls? No, especially the last one. Never seen that guy go through blue paint, and goalie's protecting against a wraparound, and he gets a tripping penalty. So that was probably, but in the end, there's a bunch more we took before that you just can't do. We win the shootout. There's probably a whole different vibe in this room. We didn't win the skill contest tonight, and so you're a little down. But we came back, and being down late in a game that I thought, there was a lot of times in that game I thought we did really well. It was unfortunate we were down late, but I thought we deserved to go to overtime in that game, and it was just unfortunate we didn't get the extra one in the shootout.
Coach, you still haven't been able to get early goal, first period goal, but do you like where the start? Do you think the starts have improved, especially coming from game 1?
Well, game 1, I don't. That wasn't us. That was just a tough night all the way around. But since then, mean, there's been some ups and downs, like I'm sure every team has had. And, you know, like you look at that team who just played as everybody's picked them to win the Stanley Cup, and they walk in here 1-3. So everybody's going through their challenges. There's teams that nobody gave them a chance to that are whatever, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, whatever they are. So it's early on. Is there a lot of positive things that are going on with the team that's, you know, in transition from what it was last year? Really good things going on. So we've played some really good opponents, and we're grinding out points, is what you have to do in this league. You know, so there's different guys in different roles. We've got new guys in the lineup doing some great things for us, and it's going to take some time for us. But boys have gotten it out and finding a way to claw some points back. And now we just got to start getting 2 at a time. Now that's what we have to do.
John, in terms of getting that lead, I mean, you seem like you guys had a lot of looks, a lot of scoring chances. I mean, is it just a matter of just getting one?
Sometimes you got to get those greasy ones. It was like, you know, in the first period, we weren't shooting. We just passed up, and when you're leaving plays out there, now you're leaving things to chance. And then, you know, Joe gets a goal on a fan shot when he just went to the right area to go to, whacked away at it, and it's in the net. And those are goals you have to score. You know, look at Colorado's first goals. Basically the same thing. You just go to the dirty areas and whack around. Eventually, some of the pretty ones will come. And so I thought that's where we took our foot off the gas in the first period, but we got better as that game went on. And I think everybody in the building knew it. But we did leave some plays out there. Sometimes it's the plays you leave out there in the first 20, not the ones you leave out in the last 20. And the first 20, we'd have to come with plays out there.
Speaking of Joe, is he all right? Did he have to get checked out after that hit there?
Yeah, that was a tough hit for him, but oftentimes when those type of hits, it's not how he feels tonight, it's how he feels tomorrow. And we got to get on a plane, so hopefully he'll be okay tomorrow.
The save that Kemper made where he reached back with the paddle and brought it back, how tough was it not to see that one go in?
Yeah, I think when you're not scoring a ton, you kind of wish for those babies to go in, but yeah, I'm good on the goaltender. He's in this league for a reason, to make saves like that, and he did it.
Good, thank you. Thank you.